What's good, YouTube? Dre here with Different Gaming. And who do we have here today?
Deandre Poindexter.
And what did you do today?
I went X1 with Amazement Madolche.
Can you say that again for the camera?
I went X1 with Amazement Madolche.
So, everyone's going to have questions. Let's go ahead and get into the profile.
All right, it's very simple. You run 3 Arlequinos to start off the Amazement part. It's a really good interaction with him. Is like in prime and then put him on board to especially on in your opponent's turn. It just gives you a lot of more disruptions and everything like that. And then for the standard Madolche build, we run 3 Madolche, 1 card combo, 3 Predecessor, 1 card combo, 3 Angeli, 1 card combo, Hoop Cake, 2 card combo, 1 card combo going turn 2 after semi combo, 2 Messenger Lottos. I wouldn't run 3 and I wouldn't run less because you need this card to search in mid combos and you recycle it so much that you won't want it on board and in deck at all times because he's 21,000. He just searches. He does a lot of good stuff. The one pudding cess, pudding cess. You run her for combo. You rarely ever get her effect off to destroy monster and then pop a card on the field, but it's just there. The MVP of the deck, period, is Dimension Shifter because Dimensional Shifter hurts a lot of decks in the format, and with Madolche's, like, there's been time I open up a Dimension Shifter and Hoop Cake, that's full combo. Dimension Shifter Angeli's full combo. Dimension Shifter Predecessor's full combo. Dimension Shifter just shuts down your opponent and allows you to play even around Dimension Shifter. It doesn't really matter. Going on to the spells, I ran 3 of the Amazement time ticket. It's a searcher. It's basically searcher and interrupter all in the same card, which is really nutty. For consistency, I ran 3 Potter's Prosperities. In Madolche's, I feel like you have to run this card because you're running so many 1-card starters that if you do open a 1-card starter, you don't want it to get stopped, so you use this as bait. Just banish 3, use this as bait. Sometimes they don't have anything, so if they don't have anything, you assume that they don't even have anything for full combo. Assume that they have nib or like an impermanence or something like that, just to slow you down a little bit, but not shut you down. I ran 3 Salon. I've seen people run 2 of this. I feel like even if you open up 2, and then 2 Madolche monsters and they both 1-card combos, it's not that bad. I mean, it's bad because you can only use 1, but I'd rather have it and then have combo, and then rather than have it and not have it. And then the last Madolche cards is the 1 ticket, 1 chateau. You just need it for combos. You can open up with it, it's fine. It doesn't really hinder you. Sometimes it gives you a better line of combo, but I would never run less than 1, and I would never run more than 1. And if I did go to more than 1, the only card I would go more than 1 is Chateau, because the send everything back to the deck effect, especially when you have Pudding Cessor up under a monster to a full combo, just extends. It just extends. The last spell is Call By, just to stop hand traps. You don't really care about hand traps really, because if you're playing the deck correctly and you making the correct line of play, you can go through at least 2 or 3 hand traps and still end with a good board. I also got nibbed twice and still won that game, and all my queens are gone after the nib. Like I used all my resources to clear the board, but the fact that I had Amazement gave me an extra. All right, I'll come get it. Gave me an extra attack and extra disruption, so I wasn't really all the way on Madolche's. The Amazement trap cards, we run 3 of the Whorehouse. This card, if you equip to the Alakino, which is that's the only Amazement monster you run, you can negate a monster. You can negate a monster effect. If you equip it to another monster, you can book it face down. With the coaster, We run 3 of that because it's the searcher for Alakino. Not to mention, this is the only thing we have in our deck for back row remover. I think that's mine.
I'm about to say.
This is the only thing we have in our deck for back row removal. And, I mean, you'd rather have back row removal than not have back row removal. So that's our only means of back row removal. 2 Madolche traps is we run 2 Promenade. You recycle this card a lot, but a lot of people don't even register that this card can be banished to basically put the princess onto any XYZ from either the grave, deck, or hand. So the fact that it can do that, this card just opens up combos by itself. And the last trap is impermanence. The only hand traps I ran were these 6. And the only reason why I ran these 6 in this build is because this allows you to full combo even if you stopping your opponent, and this allowed you to summon Arakino during your opponent's turn and basically start slowing them down faster than you would by waiting till it to be your turn. The extra deck, it's really simple. I ran 1 Levier. The Leviers for the old school combos, I'm talking about like 2012, for when like you get like impermed and then you get like you fucking nib. I mean, not you get like impermed and Valor and stuff, or you got 2 hook cakes on board, or like you got a level 4 that level 3 on board that used to be a level 4, but it's a level 3 because you know your predecessor it out, but your combo got stopped.
It was nice meeting y'all.
It's just in there for utility. Abyss Dweller in there for utility. Cowboy in there for utility. It was either this or Exciton Knight, which I will be taking this card out, and I'll tell you the change later. For the extra deck, we run 3 of every Madolche because, like I say, it's a Madolche deck, so you run 3 of every extra deck. And when you promenade for your 3, this is your 3 when you bluff, and when you do your 6, you just take 1 of each. You can choose on where your line of play is at. You take 1 of each, but you're always going to take this one, and you're always going to take this one. These 2 are always optional for when you're doing your 6. When you're doing your 3, you just always pick those. When you're doing your 6, you choose 1 of these 2. Depends on what deck you're playing, because sometimes graveyard is more stop what you need to stop rather than sending stuff back to the deck, and sometimes you need to send stuff back to the deck more than stopping the graveyard.
It's great utility in a deck.
Yeah. The side deck, it's very bland. It just gets you there. It's very, very bland. Like, if you don't win, you don't win. But the side deck is very bland. I ran 3 nibs because you shouldn't be comboing more than Madolches. And if you are, I got to stop that. That's basically all that's for. Phantasm is because I feel like if you linking and I only got 1 link, that's not fair. So I got to draw some cards, man. We got to get somewhere. This is because Floodgates with monsters is the most brokenest thing ever created in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Wendigo Bird.
Like, you just needed to stop stuff. We also run this because I was debating between Twin Twisters and Evenly Matched. The only reason why I decided Evenly Matched over Twin Twisters is because you're forcing your opponent to either choose between their back row or their monsters, and not to mention they're banished, and then not to mention that this is trap card and Arakino comes out with trap card. So, so you know what I'm saying? It's like battle phase, boom. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. And the last card, this card normally comes in every single game because you never take out Dimension Shifter, but this card normally comes in every single game because it combos well with D-Shifter, it combos well with Arakino, and that's different dimensional grounds. That card just stops a lot of people's turn just instantly. They just like, oh, okay, pass turn. But then once they say pass turn and you're like, oh, resolution, Arakino, they're like, oh wow, 2,600 beat stick on the field. Then I don't even know what he's playing, and then you be like, predecessor, and they just like, oh wow, okay, this is kind of nutty. He said that if you guys have any questions for comboing under D-Fissure, I will do a couple combos for you guys later on if you guys want that on his channel. Anything like that. If you guys have any questions about my choices and anything like that, what should I take out, what should I put in? The only thing that I would take out, period, is I would take out the cowboy and the cowboy for Rafflesia, and then the trap hole for Rafflesia, just so I would stop getting nibbed. Like, I've got nibbed a total of freaking 4 times today. It's crazy, and I played through every Nibiru and still won. Like, it's insane. But that's just because Salon is a god card. But we're just gonna leave that alone.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that deck profile. Definitely something unique for the channel. Definitely something different.
Shout out to my boy Josh, who won. Numerons. Who would have figured?
All right, that's the end of the deck profile. Like, comment, subscribe in the comment section below. As always, peace.